Hello crochet friends, it's me, Jonah, and in today's tutorial, I'll be showing you step by step how to crochet the Woodsy Sunflower crochet dishcloths from Yarn Inspirations. And it's also helpful to know that this has both a written pattern linked to in the description below, but is also a stitch diagram as well, if that's how you prefer to follow patterns. And I'm going to show you each of the dishcloths I have so far one by one. Here's the first one, and you can see how I patterned the colors. Here's the second one, and you can see the difference in the pattern of the colors. And then you can also see how number 3 completes the set. And I could also make a fourth one or even a fifth one as well. And the yarn I used, of course, has to be a cotton because it absorbs water and it's very nice and durable. I used the Lily Sugar and Cream cotton yarn. And this comes in so many different colors, but it also comes in different varieties. It comes in the big balls, the small balls, ombres, twists, scents, even like a scrubby texture. So many different kinds of Lily Sugar and Cream, so make sure to switch it up. You could even do solid, two-tone, all sorts of different things. And then you'll also need a crochet hook, a 5mm or whatever size you need to obtain gauge, and a pair of scissors. And you will also need a tapestry needle or a large-eyed yarn needle, but that's optional and not necessary. And then like I already stated, but want to reiterate, make sure to go to the free written pattern linked to below in the description for both the written pattern as well as the stitch diagram and specifications on exactly how much yarn you'll need, yard for yard, ounce for ounce. Let's get started, and I'm going to teach you how to make this Woodsy Sunflower crochet dishcloth. Here is my current set of 3 dishcloths, and I'll be making the 4th one in today's tutorial. So I'm going to set these aside and we'll begin. So I'm going to grab my crochet hook and grab the free written pattern, which I've linked to below from Yarn Inspirations, and there's also a stitch diagram as well if you prefer that way of following patterns. So I'll move this up and I'm going to pull out the color I'll be starting with, which in this case is Lily Sugar and Cream in this deep blue color. So I'll begin by making a chain 4 and joining with a slip stitch to form a ring. So I'll put my slip knot on my hook and chain 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to go into the 4th chain from my hook, or undo the 1st chain here, and slip stitch to form a ring. And it doesn't matter whether you go under 1 loop or 2 loops, just personal preference. And another thing I wanted to note before going too far ahead into our tutorial is that you can always, whether on a mobile device, you can click the three dots in the top right or bottom right corner and switch the playback speed from there. Or if you're on a PC, laptop, or computer, you can go by the gear icon, which I know for sure is in the bottom right hand corner. And then you can slow or speed up the video depending on how you like to learn. And also, as I work through this first round, I'll be crocheting over my edges. I'll be crocheting over my ends to avoid having to weave those in later. Okay, so I've made my chain 4 and made it into a ring. So I'm next going to chain up another 4, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to work 15 treble crochet into this ring, because this chain 4 already counts as 1. So that's a yarn over twice, insert into this ring, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. I'll repeat that again. 2 yarn overs, insert, pull through 2, and pull through 2. 2 wraps, insert, pull up, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. And since this is the treble crochet, it'll be 1 increment higher than the double crochet, which is why we'll be placing a total of 16 stitches into the center ring. Because when using double crochet, it's common that you'll find 10 to 12 stitches placed into the ring, and even less for single crochet such as 6 to 8. And that's because to accommodate the height of the stitch, you need to have more stitches at the base to go all the way around. I'm not counting yet because you'll have to slide your stitches over a little bit to be able to fit 16 in the center of your dishcloth nicely. Treble crochet. I'm going to grab my yarn ball and pull off some more yarn so I don't have to worry about it getting tight or having an uneven tension. So at this point I've become aware that I worked a few stitches while sliding them over, so I'll stop and count and see how many I have. So we have 1 here, because this first chain counts as a treble crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. So we need 3 more. That's 14. You gotta kind of slide your stitches over a little bit. That's 15. One more time. That's 16. And now we're going to finish this row by joining with the slip stitch into the top of our chain 4, which is right here. And then I'll pull this end tight here, and it just pops right off because it's cotton yarn. And then if there's a little bit of end there, you can weave that in, or you can just snip it off, because we're already worked over it with 16 stitches. And then you can take your scissors, and if you're going to be switching to another color, cut it about to here, leave a good 6 to 8 inches, and then yarn over and fasten off. And now it's time to go to your next color. So I'll set this darker blue aside. At this time, I'll be sending from the darkest color all the way up to white on the last section, or I should say the 4th stripe. So I'm going to have to join color 2 with a slip stitch, or however else you like to join your yarn, into any treble crochet. But for me personally, I like to just join my treble crochet where I fastened off to help keep my ends all in order and to keep track of them. So I'll just pull through my yarn and wrap this yarn around here twice to make more of a secure chain. And then I'll work over both of these ends. Start by chaining up 4 and working 1 treble crochet into the same space. Because remember, that beginning chain 4 counts as a treble crochet. And then I'm going to work a treble crochet 2 times into the next stitch. Here's 1, and here's 2. I'll repeat that into the next stitch. So to put this in different terms, every single row you'll be putting 2, I'll phrase that, every single stitch you'll be putting 2 treble crochets. And this is going to expand for the base of your dishcloth, and then we'll be repeating this again, but slightly different, how you would normally work treble crochets or any other stitch you are working in the round, and we'll go from there. And you're going to continue working treble crochets, 2 in each stitch, all the way around. And we started with 16 for our first row, and since we're working 2 in each stitch, we should have 32 treble crochets. And then slip stitch into the top of the chain 4, just like we did in round 1. So remember, just keep treble crocheting around, 2 in each stitch, and once you're done, we'll begin row 3. I just finished my second row, and now it's time to move on to the third row. So I'm going to join my color 3 into any of the treble crochets in whichever method you prefer, and then begin by chaining up 3. And I repeat, chain up 3, not 4. And this round we'll be using double crochet instead. So into the next stitch, working over your tail, work 2 double crochets. Yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then into the next stitch, work 1 double crochet. Then into the next stitch, work 2 double crochets. So for the first row we work 16 stitches. The second row we work 32 by putting 2 in each stitch. And this row in one stitch we'll be putting in 2, and the next we'll be putting in 1. So 2 and then 1. So at the end of this row, you should have 48 double crochets by putting 1 into the next stitch and then 2 into the following stitch. And after about 10 stitches or so, you can just drop this tail to the back and you'll be able to finish weaving that in or cut it off after you finish the dishcloth, after you finish the dishcloth, or after each row. Depends on your preference. So I'm going to keep continuing this pattern of working 1 double crochet into the next and then 2 double crochet into the next around, and then I'm going to slip stitch to my original chain 3 and join color 4. I just finished round number 3 and now it's time to move on to round number 4. So I'm going to pull out my fourth and final color and join with a slip stitch, or however you like to join, to any double crochet. So then you next chain up 1, work a single crochet, a chain 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and another single crochet into the same space. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip the next 2 double crochet, and single crochet into the next double crochet. Chain 3 again, skip the next 2 double crochet, and repeat the single crochet, chain 10, single crochet. 10, and then go down and single crochet into that same spot again. 1, 2, 3, skip 2 stitches, single crochet, 1, 2, 3, skip 2 stitches, and repeat the single crochet, chain 10, single crochet. And in this row, we're setting up the foundation so that we're able to work into these stitches next round, and we'll be working lots of double crochets. Chain 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and single crochet again. Chain 1, 2, 3, and single crochet after skipping 2. And keep repeating this pattern till you make it all the way around, and then we'll go on to round 5. So I have now worked round 4, and the next round will be working all the double crochets into the circle. And you may have noticed I pushed the pattern out of the way, and that's because I wanted to zoom in and show you really up close how to work this row, because I find it to be the most difficult out of any of them. So into the next loop right here, we're not going to work our last chain 3. You're going to start by going right into this big chain 10 loop and working 15 double crochet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, pull off some more yarn, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now I'm going to go back and count to double check. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. You can kind of shuffle it around to make sure you cover all of that chain 10. And then I'm going to skip this next chain 2 space and slip stitch into the single crochet. And now from here, I'll work 15 more double crochets into this next chain 10 space. 1, 2, 3, I'm going to take a moment to pull off some more yarn. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Undo this knot that just came in the yarn. That can happen. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now I'm going to go back and count. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So I'm going to proceed to slip stitch into this middle single crochet. And I'll do it one more time, and then you'll need to continue doing that all the way around. So into the next chain 10 space, work 15 double crochets. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm going to go back and count. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and I'm going to slip stitch to the center single crochet, and there I've already done 3 of the petals. You'll need to finish going all the way around, and you'll have 8 when you're done. So I just finished round number 5 of my dishcloth, and as you can see, here's how the petals form out, and you can kind of shift them around a little bit to get it perfect, how you'd like it. And now it's time to go on to the 6th and final round, which I'll be working 1 or 2 repeats of, and I'll let you finish it off because it'll be all the same. So after you slip stitch into the first double crochet here, you'll slip stitch into the next stitch as well. And then you'll chain 1 and single crochet into that same spot, chain 3, skip the next double crochet and single into the next 3 times. So that's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. And then you're going to chain 3 and slip stitch into the top of the single crochet last made. And then what you're next going to do is chain 3 again, skip the next stitch, single crochet, chain 3 again, skip the next stitch, single crochet, and repeat that one more time for a total of 3. And then you're going to skip the next double crochet, slip stitch, and double crochet. Then you're just going to go ahead and single crochet into the next double crochet. And then from there, you'll keep repeating that around and around. But first what you have to do is chain 1 again, slip stitch into the corresponding chain 3 space of the previous petal, chain 1, turn it again, skip this first stitch, and single crochet. Now I know I went slightly fast there, but if you need to see that again, just rewind and slow down the video. And that is how you make this Woodsy Sunflower crochet dishcloth. If today's tutorial showed you how simple it was to make the Woodsy Crochet Sunflower dishcloths, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Jonah's Hands for more crochet tutorials, crochet show and tells, and anything else crochet or yarn related in general. And one last thing, I have a plethora of the Lily Sugar and Cream yarns behind me to give you some ideas on what colors you're going to use, what style, or anything of that sort. Thank you so much, and crochet away, friends.